It's great. You know, it's just the guy is such an injection of enthusiasm and energy, and such a good player that you know, there have been few players that I've seen in 30 years in this league that have become so respected and so beloved in a market the way Tyson has here. You know, just his 1 year. So I've gotten, you know, tons of text messages from people just so excited to see him back. And so again, I think, you know, I echo a lot of the things that Donnie was saying. I think it just sets up real well for our team. He complements Dirk extremely well. He's a great runner, screener, rim protector. And he has that exuberant enthusiasm that's infectious, and it just rubs off on everybody.
Why do you think he was so beloved? Looks like sometimes that takes 2 or 3 or 4 years.
Because we won a championship, you know, and he was a decisive ingredient to that. And had we not, I mean, he still would have been very, very well thought of. There's no doubt about that. But you know, he was the one that kind of finished off the making of that roster and that team. And so now, you know, our goal is to see that happens again this coming year.
Do you feel like Belton can be an impact right away?
I'm sorry?
Do you feel like Belton can be an impact right away with this team?
I like Felton as a player. He's had a lot of good games against my teams. He's an enthusiastic, high energy, aggressive type of guy. And I know that he's going to be extremely motivated. So, you know, I spoke with him yesterday, and I've known him for many years just through summer camp experiences, things like that. And you know, I've had positive experiences working with him and watching him play. So he's going to have a terrific year.
Can you explain why having Tyson back now makes so much sense, but didn't make enough sense 3 years ago?
Is Mark coming up here next? Well, like many things in life, sometimes things come down to money, and you know what's doable, what isn't doable, depending on the state of your franchise. And you know, I have zero interest in reliving what happened 3 years ago in the aftermath of the lockout. I think the important thing is to see where we are right now and where we have the opportunity to go. And I would always err on the side of focusing on that. So the exciting thing is that he's here again, and we've got an opportunity here with some cap space and some very attractive players that we have under contract, and I'm optimistically putting Dirk into that category because I do believe that you know that will get done. And so, you know, it's as always, it's an exciting time for the Mavericks.
You guys have gone after stars the last couple of summers in free agency. Do you feel like with this trade and obviously the cap space, you're in a better position now to close one of those deals than you have been the last couple of summers?
I do. And really, it's, you know, we did get a star last summer. Monta Ellis is a star. You know, he didn't make the All-Star team or anything, but he was a 20-point scorer the majority of the year. He had perhaps his best year of his career, and he was the decisive ingredient for us, you know, going from being a 500 team to being a playoff team and getting right to the altar in the first round. So, you know, I believe he's a draw. I know Dirk is a draw. Tyson will be a draw. And, you know, we've got other good players that are under contract too. And I believe we'll have an opportunity to get a lot of the guys back that have been here that are very high priorities for us as well.
You lost quite a few guys in this deal. You just referenced some might be coming back. Does this feel like another roster churn thing coming? Or
It does. It does. It does. But, you know, this is a different era in the business of NBA basketball. You know, the CBA from 2.5 years ago has changed the landscape. There's, you know, there are going to be more years like this than less. I believe that, and there are going to be more one-year contracts. Spending is at pretty finite levels for the most part. I don't see a lot of teams going into the super tax. Brooklyn was there, and there's some others that they're in it to some degree, but that's going to fall by the wayside as time goes on, and then you're getting into everybody being able to spend the same dollars, and so the margins for victory become more slim, and it's going to depend on your chemistry, and coaching's going to have something to do with it, and you're going to have to have a good medical and training staff to keep guys healthy, and so it's becoming a more and more competitive league, which is exciting for the fans.